the Cajun Navy are gearing up to respond to Dorian. The all-volunteer force of small boat operators has rescued thousands of people during prior hurricanes and may rescue even more after this one. Brian Thrasher is a disaster recovery consultant and national spokesman for the United Cajun Navy, and he joins us now. Brian, thank you so much for making time for us as we wait and watch all of this as it goes on tonight. What's your plan?
Well, first of all, thanks for helping us spread the word. And waiting and watching is exactly right. You know, we have a saying here in the Gulf Coast that waiting for a hurricane is a lot like being stalked by a turtle. You know it's out there plotting and scheming, but you don't know when it's going to come. But we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst for the folks in Florida.
So you guys have been involved in so many rescue efforts with Harvey and Irma and Florence and Michael. Give everybody, maybe you have a story or two that you can share with us about going into these really hard to reach places, because I know you guys say, the first responders are amazing, but there are times when only neighbors and friends and volunteers can really get the job done.
Well, there's been a lot of situations like in Baton Rouge in 2016 and Hurricane Harvey in 2017 where we were able to go in and do shallow water rescue. Our volunteers really have a lot of experience operating that kind of equipment. But what a lot of people don't realize is that when first responders and even National Guardsmen get called into the theater of a disaster event, they get called in there, but the water and ice and basic food and things like that might not show up for a day or two. And we've actually turned into a logistical supply organization that brings in water, ice, food, sometimes clothing, furniture. We have partners all over the country now that send in supplies. People open up their hearts and their wallets, and we just kind of coordinate it. And so we're happy to be that glue that holds everything together.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Houston after Harvey, and when you just watch people tearing all of this stuff out of their house, their belongings, their clothes, everything is ruined, the mud all over their photo albums, everything. And you guys do such a great service to go in and help them if they're stranded. And also, as you say, to kind of bring some stuff in there. It must, what drives you, I guess, to do this, because there's other stuff that you could be doing, and you guys do this. Tell me why.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, it's part of the South Louisiana culture is just people helping people, and that's where it all started. It all started from a good place. And, last year with Hurricane Michael, the United Cajun Navy really set a presence on the Florida Panhandle, and so they went to Destin first just because they have so many connections in the Panhandle to stage. Now they've moved over to the East Coast in Jacksonville, and it just comes from a place of wanting to help people. Look, we went there, the nation opened up their hearts and their wallets after Hurricane Katrina and helped so many of us in South Louisiana, South Mississippi, and we feel like we owe almost a blood debt. We have to be there for folks that were there for us when it came to donations and housing and everything else, but we just want to be there to augment the amazing first responders and help in any way we can. People are probably tired of hearing that they need to prepare. You cannot be over-prepared. You have to keep your foot on the gas. Remember, the Atlanta Falcons blew a 25-point lead halfway through the third quarter and lost the Super Bowl. Great Britain had a 13-colony lead and lost the American Revolution. So never take your foot off the gas.
That's an excellent point. So when you look at this map, how do you know where you're gonna go? How long do you wait?
Well, listen, these guys that we have with the United Cajun Navy, I try my best to tell them to stay out of harm's way, but they almost rather go into the danger. They have no fear. They'll go anywhere, but of course they always link up with local sheriffs, local fire departments, local Red Cross, because they get some good guidance as to where they're helping and where they get in the way, and we try to walk that line and make sure that everybody walks away looking at us as a big help and not getting in the way and muddying things up.
Yeah, I mean, we're just looking at some of these incredible videos and people, swimming through the water and small boats coming up to help them, and all of the people. I mean, these are amazing pictures from, I believe these are from Katrina. That one wasn't marked, but these things are so devastating, and so much of it also is the emotional support that people feel when somebody shows up to give them a hand.
Yeah, just getting somebody some cold ice to put in their mouth, bringing in some equipment to help them wash clothes that may still be usable. They just need to be cleaned, and just putting on a fresh set of clothes. Some mobile shower units so people can just get clean and just feel human again. It's little things like that, and after going through Katrina myself, I mean, I went through all this. I know what it's like, and I know how the little things can just add up to make you feel so much better and make you feel like you have hope for the recovery, that there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not really just a FEMA train.
Great group of people, the Cajun Navy, and they're there to help in situations like this. Brian, thank you so much. Great to see you tonight.
Thanks for having us.